you. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for joining us.
Madam,
Yes,
I'd like to make a motion to have President Preckwinkle serve as the chair of this meeting.
is there a second?
Second. All those in favor? I'm chair, the other chair.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, the meeting is called to order. Executive Director Gooderoff, would you please call the roll?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Chairman Preckwinkle,
Here?
Commissioner Randall,
Here.
Commissioner Maldonado,
Here.
Commissioner Whitley,
Here.
Commissioner Ellis,
Here.
Commissioner Steele,
Here.
Commissioner Castaneda, here. Chairman, we have a quorum.
Thank you. There's a quorum present. Pursuant to section 2.06 G of the Open Meetings Act, public comment period will be held. Registered speakers will be allowed 2 minutes to provide comments. Please proceed with the public comment period.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today to share your comments with the PBC Board. In compliance with the Open Meetings Act, public participation provides an opportunity for residents to share their comments with our Board of Commissioners. Although this is not a question and answer session, staff are happy to follow up with you after the meeting. As a reminder, public participants must register 2 hours in advance of the meeting and are allowed 2 minutes to provide comments. Also, as stated in the PBC's resolution adopted by the board, all public comments must be limited to issues of concern before the board or its committees. Remarks of a personal nature directed toward a member of the board, employees of the commission, or any other individual will not be permitted. Although we welcome public participation and public comment at our meetings, conduct or behavior that is not respectful or in violation of our anti-harassment policy will not be tolerated. Thank you for joining us today. Mary Pat?
Thank you, Ray. We have one speaker today, Mr. Kenneth Newman.
Good afternoon, members of the
Good
PPC.
afternoon.
Madam President. Madam President, I'd like to congratulate you on all the great work you've been doing in the suburbs with housing, flooding, and many, many other projects. I would hope that the forest preserves that are closest to the city could also be used for some new athletic facilities. I think I've mentioned in the past that LeBron Woods would have the land to provide for an artificial turf field and a track that would serve some of the CPS schools that are on the northwest side of the city. There is a shortage of athletic fields up there. Also on the south side, Eggers Woods has potential room for an athletic facility. I've been in these forest preserves before. There's many others too. I occasionally fish in them. So anyway, as I mentioned in the last PBC meeting I attended, the need for ramps at numerous Chicago public schools to provide access for people in wheelchairs. This is still a continuing problem that is not going away. And I hope that suburban schools are all complied with the ADA Act. So these issues don't go away. And meantime, we have our illustrious mayor who wants to build a little putt-putt golf course in Columbus Park, but he needs a 400-meter track there, among many other places. So thank you for listening to me, and I hope we can come together and build some better facilities for our young people. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Newman. Chairman, that concludes our public comment period.
Thank you, Mr. Newman. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting held May 13th, 2025?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. During discussion, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. Report of the Administrative Operations Committee regarding the meeting held on June 5th. Committee Chairman Jose Maldonado will present the report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The AO Committee held a meeting on June 5th, 2025. Our report is as follows. The Director of Procurement reported on one task order award for environmental rental demo specialty consulting services. The report is under tab A4A. The Director of Procurement reported on a status of the appointment of a firm to provide design build services for the Kells George Park Fieldhouse project and a joint purchasing request to utilize the City of Chicago's contract with Enterprise Fleet Management, Inc. for automobile leasing. The Director of Procurement also reported on bid openings for CDOT projects, contracts C-1623 and C-1624 for the WPA street reconstruction projects. The Executive Director will provide additional details during his report. The Executive Director reported on field orders and provided a recommendation to ratify a change order in the credit amount of $59,900 for the CDOT Capital Program Alleys Package 1 at various locations under tab A4B. The Executive Director also reported on various outreach opportunities. The AO Committee accepted the recommendations and report from the PBC representatives, and that concludes my report, Madam Chair.
Move
Thank
to,
you very much. Is there a motion to approve the report?
motion to approve the report.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Reported approved, accepted. All right, A5, consideration of approval of the adoption of the City of Chicago's contract with Enterprise Fleet Management, Inc. to provide leased vehicles to the Public Building Commission of Chicago. Executive Director Gitteroff.
Thank you, Chairman. The City of Chicago entered into an agreement with Enterprise Fleet Management Incorporated for leasing vehicles and light-duty trucks. The City of Chicago conducted a request for proposals, and the PBC is confident the city performed the necessary due diligence in selecting the firm. The PBC's current agreement with Enterprise Fleet Management, Inc. has expired, and the PBC seeks authorization to utilize the vehicle leasing authority granted under the city's agreement. Once approved, the PBC will review a detailed proposal from Enterprise to meet the needs of the PBC, including a commitment to achieve minority and women business enterprise participation goals. By using the city's contract, the PBC continues to promote intergovernmental collaboration and operational efficiency. That concludes my report for item A5.
Is
Move
there a
to,
motion?
move to approve. Second.
Motion is made to approve. Is there a discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any of the chair, the ayes have it. A6, report by the Executive Director regarding regular reports, development status, and other matters. Executive Gitteroff.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. The board previously approved the appointment of 3 firms to provide photo documentation services to the PBC at its May 13th board meeting. At the May 13th board meeting, a request was made to view photographic samples of the work from the 3 firms. This matter was also discussed with the AO Committee on June 5th. The samples from the 3 firms are in your board book under tab A6. Since our May board meeting, the PBC has participated, hosted, or is in the process of planning several outreach opportunities. First, on May 14th, PBC and the design build team for City Colleges of Chicago's School of Nursing expansion project at the Kennedy King College presented at HESIA's May membership meeting. The design build team includes Berling Builders, a minority-owned firm, in collaboration with Beehive and JGMA, both certified minority business enterprise firms. The PBC and the design build team presented the project, discussed potential opportunities for trade contractors, and emphasized workforce inclusion. Then, on May 15th and May 19th, the PBC hosted virtual hiring sessions for the CDOT WPA restoration project on Berry Avenue. Then, on May 21st, the PBC hosted its 2nd annual connection session at Malcolm X College. Special thanks to the City Colleges of Chicago for use of the college. The connection session was well attended and received with more than 250 participants, including general contractors, job firms, professional service providers, along with PBC's assist agencies. In addition, PBC's Commissioner Maldonado, President Hardin, and President Pretwinkle attended the session to provide their support. And for that, I appreciate you. The event focused on upcoming opportunities, doing business with PBC, and encouraged networking with minority and women business enterprise firms, subcontractors, vendors, suppliers, and assist agencies. PBC emphasized the importance of partnerships, collaboration, and capacity building. These sessions are important to provide access to information and awareness of our program. Most importantly, administrative staff and students and scholars from the City Colleges of Chicago Dawson Technical Institute, Chicago Public Schools, Chicago Builds programs, and HESIA's training program attended the event. As part of its student employment initiative, PBC invited the students and scholars to meet with contractors, subcontractors, and professional service providers regarding various employment opportunities, including management opportunities. In addition, the students and scholars met with the Carpenters Union to learn more about the trades. Commissioner Maldonado, special thanks to you and your team for attending and meeting with every single student that was there.
Oh, thank you for the invite.
I will provide an update regarding this initiative at our July board meeting. Our collective success is founded on identifying, hiring, and empowering our future leaders. On May 29th, PBC and its partners at the Chicago Department of Transportation, the Department of Planning and Development met with the 35th Ward Aldermanic Office to provide an update regarding the Logan Square project. Also, on May 29th, PBC attended the University of Illinois Construction Summit at UIC. This was a well-attended event with networking opportunities for PBC and contractors, vendors, and suppliers. Finally, it's with great pride that I present a draft of PBC's 2024 year-end review. This past year has been one of continued collaboration and partnerships. With its municipal and county partners, we celebrate our collective accomplishments and initiatives and progress made by advancing critical infrastructure and public building projects throughout the year. Under the leadership and guidance of our chairman, Mayor Brandon Johnson, all of you, our Board of Commissioners, and our municipal and county partners, we remain committed to building better together. In 2024, the PBC completed project investments valued at more than $80 million across the city, including a new school, critical capital renovations at public libraries and health centers, and construction of multiple roadway improvements, including new streets, alleys, and concrete flat work. Each of these projects represents our unwavering commitment to excellence. At the Det Elementary School Annex and Renovation Project, the PBC completed selective interior renovations to the existing school and a new one-story 19,000 square foot annex that includes a new 2-position gymnasium, a learning garden to support the high number of diverse learners served by the school, and multi-purpose room with divider, partition, and storage. In addition, the new annex is designed to achieve a minimum LEED Silver certification as defined by the United States Green Building Council and features photovoltaic roof panels as renewable energy source. Next, in collaboration with our partners at the Chicago Department, at the Department of Fleet and Facility Management, 3 capital improvement projects were completed, including Mabel Manning Branch Library, the Lakeview Health Center, and Roseland Neighborhood Health Center. The capital renovations included upgrades to the existing MEP systems and roof repairs and replacement, along with facade repairs. And in collaboration with our partners at the Chicago Department of Transportation, PBC completed alley reconstruction work at 16 locations, work progress administration street reconstruction at 5 locations, and concrete flat work improvements at 10 locations. The improvements provided 30,000 square feet of new pavement, over 135,000 square feet of new sidewalks, new curbs and gutters, and associated water and sewer main and landscaping improvements. The PBC remains committed to fostering equity, inclusion, and economic empowerment by continuing to enhance opportunities for minority and women business enterprises in both general contracting and professional services. Projects completed in 2024 have achieved 50.5% WBE participation and 6% WBE participation. Separately, 1,360 people have earned more than $11.8 million working on PBC projects completed in 2024. The PBC remains steadfast in its commitment to a diverse workforce and participation for minority and women-owned businesses. In addition to the project-level services, the PBC also tracks compliance on program-wide professional services. At year's end, a combined total of 67.48% MBE and WBE participation was achieved for professional administrative service contracts. As shown on the screen, the last page of the report provides a look ahead to the diverse range of projects in our portfolio, and we pledge to strive to continue to engage in renewed partnerships and deliver successful projects on behalf of all of our clients. That concludes my report for item A6.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion?
Move to accept the report. Second.
Okay, motion is made and second. Is there any discussion? Yes, Commissioner Randall.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to recognize the Executive Director, Ray Gideroff, and his whole team. They've really been impressive this past year. And I just want to, I know there's always challenges with this work, and a lot is dependent on the economy and work that's out there, but they have really worked hard to connect with different agencies that are represented here on the board, but also working in communities. I really appreciate and respect the amount of work and time you take working in communities. if we're not on board with those communities, it's really hard to get this work done. So I just want to thank you and the whole team here for all the good work you've been doing.
Here, here.
I concur.
I would
Thank
like to
you.
also thank you
Yes,
for the
Commissioner.
6 a.m. phone calls sometimes as well.
It used to be 5. I should have moved it up to 6.
Great job, Lorraine, great job.
I just want to call to everybody's attention, 18 and 19, the pages that report the magnitude of the work that we've done, and in particular, the participation of MBE, WBE's firms. It's really impressive, and I know it reflects intention on the part of the executive director, so thank you. All right, motion.
Wait.
Oh, I missed you, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't see your hand, I'm sorry.
And the staff, thank you. You've been impressive this year. We had a lot of agitation at times, and you were so patient and the staff was so thoughtful to listen and to provide opportunities for people to, talk about their frustrations with this process, and you never wavered. And your staff was always caring and generous. And I just wanted to let you know that didn't go unnoticed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
If I may,
Yes,
I just wanted to say thank you, and then we are one team. So appreciate the compliments, appreciate kind words and the guidance from all of our staff and myself. So thank you.
all right. All right, I'll renew my request for a motion.
You have a motion, Madam Chair?
Oh, it's a vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. Thank you for the prompt. All right, B1, consideration of approval to award contract C 1623 for the Works Progress Administration, WPA, Street Reconstruction Project, West 58th Street, South Washington Avenue, West 57th Street. Executive Director Gitteroff.
Thank you, Chairman. On May 1st of 2025, with our partners at CDOT, we invited all contractors to bid on the Works Progress Administration Street Reconstruction Project at the 3 locations. The project consists of full pavement reconstruction and excavation along with site improvements. On May 15th of 2025, we hosted pre-bid and technical review meetings. On June 3rd of 2025, we received 7 responsive bids, and following review, we recommend the award to MQ Sewer and Water Contractors, Inc., doing business as MQ Construction Company, in the amount of $6,424,159.66. That concludes my report for item B1.
Move to approve.
Second.
All right, motion is made in second. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. Motion approved. All right, B2, consideration of approval to award contract C 1624 for the Works in Progress Administration, WPA, Street Reconstruction Project on West 89th Street, South Central Avenue, and South Holland Road. Executive Director Gitteroff.
Thank you, Chairman. On May 6th of 2025, with our partners at CDOT, we invited all contractors to bid on the Works Progress Administration Street Reconstruction Project at the 3 locations. The project consists of full pavement reconstruction and excavation along with site improvements. On May 22nd of 2025, we hosted pre-bid and technical review meetings. On June 5th of 2025, we received 5 responsive bids, and following review, we recommend the award to the BOA Group, Inc., a certified minority business enterprise firm, in the amount of $12,091,059.46. Representatives from the BOA Group are joining us here today.
All right, they please stand.
Madam President, good afternoon.
Thank-
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for allowing me to be here. Appreciate the opportunity.
Sure enough.
Move to approve.
To acknowledge an old neighbor here.
That concludes my report for item B2.
Thank you. You had a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
All right, motion's made in second. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. All right, for the Chicago Park District, C1, consideration of approval of a revised undertaking request for the Kells George Park Fieldhouse project located at 714, 724, and 726 North Kedzie Avenue. Executive Director Gitteroff.
Thank you, Chairman. The next 2 items on the agenda are regarding the Kells George Park Fieldhouse project. On October 1st of 2024, the Public Building Commission approved an undertaking request for the project with a budget of $17 million. The Chicago Park District is requesting to revise the previously approved undertaking to include the design and procurement of fixtures, furniture, and equipment. The Chicago Park District has established the FF&E budget in the amount of $400,000. With your approval, the budget will be updated to include the FF&E scope of work. And that concludes my report for item C1.
Thank you.
Move to approve.
Second.
A motion is made and seconded. Is there any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. All right, a motion to adjourn. Did I miss the last one? C2, thank you. Need a prompt here. All right, consideration of approval to appoint a firm to provide design build services for the Kells George Park Fieldhouse project located at 714, 724, and 726 North Kedzie Avenue. So this is the design build part of this
Correct.
project. Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Executive Director Gitteroff.
Thank you, Kevin. The PBC sought a qualified design build entity to provide design and construction services for the Chicago Park District George Park Fieldhouse project. On May 18th of 2025, PBC issued requests for proposals for the project. On April 3rd of 2025, PBC hosted pre-submission conference and site visit for the project. For the design build procurement, we issued a two-phase procurement process, which consisted of a review of each submitting firm's qualifications, technical knowledge, and cost proposals, along with an oral presentation and question and answer session. The PBC convened an evaluation committee of knowledgeable and experienced staff from the Chicago Park District and the PBC to review the information presented as it relates to the technical requirements and evaluation criteria published in the request for proposal. On April 16th of 2025, the PBC received 9 responses for phase 1 qualifications. The evaluation committee recommended 3 firms to be shortlisted to provide responses to the phase 2 technical and cost proposal to provide an oral presentation. Following the interviews and by consensus of the evaluation committee, staff recommend the appointment of BOA Construction, a certified minority business enterprise firm, to provide design build services. BOA Construction will partner with FGM Architects. The BOA Construction team has demonstrated experience and commitment to the overarching goals of this project and the design build process. The team is committed to exceed the M and WBE goals for the project. The PBC will negotiate a guaranteed maximum price to complete the design and construction of the facility. Representatives from the BOA team are joining us here today.
Yeah, no else, FGMA, members of our design build team, thank you so much for the opportunity. Melanie is representing Grover Millhouse here, partners with us. We've been doing design build for a number of years together, so it's an honor, and thanks again for the opportunity, commissioners and Madam President and Executive Director PBC and the entire PBC team. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. All right.
That concludes my report for item C2.
Okay, good. All right,
Move to approve.
thank you. Second?
Second. Sorry.
All right. Actually, I know the BOA firm pretty well, and I'm grateful that they have an opportunity to do this work on behalf of the PBC, so thank you.
Thank you, Madam President.
All right, the motion is on the floor. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. Before- Need a little help along the way. I just want to wish everybody happy Juneteenth,
Yes.
which is actually a county holiday. And also happy 4th of July, which will occur before we get to meet again. So thank you all. Thank you. Thank you, Executive Director Gitteroff and your team for their great work over the past year. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, a motion to adjourn.
Someone.
Second?
Second.
All right. All in favor